Hello there. Welcome. My name is Mandy. I'm coming to you makeup free because this is the best way for me to really show you what is so incredible about this product. So this video was meant to really show you what makes 3D makeup so different than any other makeup on the market. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you. But first of all, let's think about the makeup we may be using now or the makeup we've used in the past. I'm including myself in this. There was one way we knew to put makeup on, right? For years and years and years. And that is you take a bottle of one color of foundation, you pour it on a brush or tap it on your face, and you move it all around your face and you cover your face with it, right? In your mind, you have to start with a blank surface, right? Let's cover up our skin, which will cover up all the things we don't love and everything else with it. And we'll start with a clean slate. We put it from our scalp to our chin and from ear to ear. And all of a sudden we had this very artificial one color, one dimension look to our skin, right? Or we did a powder. Let's say we were a powder girl, mineral powder. We did the same thing. We put that powder all over our face, covering every square inch. And that's how we handled our business, right? Then what did we do? Then we started piling things on top, right? Because we still wanted blush. We may still have wanted some contour. Maybe we wanted some bronzer. Maybe we wanted highlight. So all that stuff started to go on top. So what are we doing there? We are creating layers and layers of makeup, right? And here's the problem with that. First of all, is there a problem with that? I'm going to say if you loved that, then there's no problem. If it worked for you and you loved it and you felt beautiful and it made your skin look amazing, then there's no problem. But what I have found to be more true than not is it didn't work. It wasn't working. It didn't really do our skin any favors. We never were truly happy. It kind of creased and settled throughout the day. And, 3 hours later, it didn't look as good as it did when we first put it on. So here is where 3D makeup comes into the picture because Kara, who is the formulator and owner of this company, saw a need for makeup that didn't require tons of layers, that looked like a second skin, that wore beautifully and didn't get worse as the day went on, right? Let's figure out how we can put minimal product on our face with maximum benefits, okay? Enter 3D makeup, which is a system of everything we put on our face being foundation, but just different colors. So if we put the colors where they go, and only where they go, guess what? At the end of the day, we have a beautiful one layer of makeup on our skin, but all the things are covered. We have blush, we have contour, we have dimension to our skin, we have coverage, all in one layer. And in a makeup that is a cream makeup, which we know is the best makeup for that dewy, beautiful, reflective appearance to our skin. It moves with our skin. It doesn't dry our skin out. It doesn't evaporate. None of those things, okay? So the best way for me to show this to you is to actually put it on. So you may have already seen my video where I talk about what it is. Now I'm going to show you what it's like to put it on. All I have on my skin is I have my vitamin C serum, which I put on every morning. I put a little mascara on, and that's it, okay? So I'm starting with a bare face. Now, what is the first thing I do when I do my makeup every day? First of all, I take stock in what my skin is doing. Every day our skin's different. So expecting one color and one bottle of foundation year round to solve the problem really doesn't make any sense, right? Sometimes you wake up and we have a breakout. Sometimes we have redness. Sometimes we have a rosacea flare up. Sometimes we didn't sleep well. We have extra dark circles under our eyes. Take 5 seconds and look at your skin and see what it's doing. On the good days, you're going to do less. On days we have a few issues, you may take a few more steps. So every day I look at my skin and I think, what's going on with it today? I'm in pretty good shape today. I slept pretty good, so my dark circles aren't terribly dark, but I do have some discoloration under my eye. I'm going to take care of that first. For me, that's kind of the order I do it. I don't know why. It's just what I've always done. So what I do is, first of all, I'm going to take a darker color, not a concealer, okay? We don't have concealer. Concealer to me is that thick white product that you put in places where you really want to cover the things you hate about your skin, okay? But what does that do? First of all, it's very thick, so it's going to crease later and cause problems, especially if you're doing an under eye, especially if you're over 40, okay? So a better method is to put less product, but the right color. So I have a darker color here, right there. It's called Sandy. Sandy is the darkest color I can wear anywhere on my face, but it really will cover darkness quicker and better. So I'm going to take a small brush because I really want to focus on the area that's dark and not everywhere else. Okay? When I just tap a tiny bit of this product onto my areas that are dark, you'll see what happens. I'm not putting a ton of product, but I'm just placing it where I have issues. Do you see already what has happened? I took care of that darkness that was in my corner. I lightened that up a little bit, and I had a little line right here. I did not swoop this color all under my eyes to create this giant half moon of light. I don't need that. I will show you how to brighten it up a little bit if you want to later, but what I want is the dark gone. I don't want to look tired. I don't want to look like I have, been up for 3 days. So I'm going to be very sparing with what I put under my eyes, and I'm really going to concentrate it. No problem with dabbing it with your finger to make sure you didn't put too much. I'm really going to concentrate it on the areas I just want to cover, okay? So there we go. This is all I'm going to do for now. I may come back later, but I'm going to let this kind of warm up and settle into my skin because makeup always works a little better when you can let your skin kind of warm it up and let it kind of melt in, and that's what this product does. It's incredible. Now, what else am I going to tackle? Okay, look how red this is. Most women have a lot of redness in this area. This is like a traffic jam of blood vessels. So even just pressing it and messing with it is going to bring more blood to the surface. So I'm going to tackle this, which is the darkest part of my face, with my darkest color. Again, I'm not going to go in with my lightest color because why am I not doing that? If you try to cover dark with light, first of all, it's going to take so many coats. Have you ever tried to paint over a red wall with white paint? I mean, really, 10 coats of paint before you've got that covered, right? But if you go in with a darker color, doesn't it cover much quicker? It's the same principle. So I'm going to go in with my brush. This makeup is best applied with our brushes. I'm going to go back into my darkest color and watch how quickly this red gets neutralized with just a tiny bit of product. And when I go into my product, I do that. There is so little on my brush because I want to keep it light. And when you're using the right color, you accomplish it quicker with less product. So red nose is gone. Do you already see that? Amazing, right? Okay. Now, where else do I have a little hyperpigmentation? My chin. I've always got a little bit of like broken blood vessels on my chin. I'm 50, so, my skin is not what it was when I was 20 as far as, coloration, but my skin is better than it was when I was 20. The overall condition of my skin. This is a true story. My skin is better now at 50 than it was at 30 because I'm using a makeup that is taking care of my skin. Okay, so I got rid of that. You see that? That's all even now. I've only got makeup in a couple of places so far, right? I've only got it under my eyes, across my nose, and my chin. We are not going to double up. You're going to see one layer of makeup on my face by the time I'm done. Now I'm going to go into my lighter color, which is right next to it. Yes, I'm almost out, but this lasts so long, I've got easily 2 more weeks before I have to switch out this tin. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go right here in the center of my forehead. I'm going to go along my jawline, because I like my lighter color to be next to my neck, because our necks are always a little bit lighter than anything else. I'm going to go right there. And I'm just, again, we're just barely touching our brush to the product. You don't need much, okay? I may take this time now to take that and kind of just pat my under eye out, not putting extra product, just making sure I've smoothed it all out and I don't have too much, okay? Looking pretty ravishing already. Now, we still have places on our faces I have no product on it, right? And what do you see when you look at this? Have I evened out my skin? Absolutely. Am I kind of all, consistent in color? Yes, there's nothing obviously showing that I don't like anymore, right? But what do we have here? We have just a plain beige face, and we can do better than that. This is very flat and one-dimensional. Yeah, I covered it, but we can do a couple more quick things that's absolutely going to change everything. Let me show you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into contour. Contour may scare the daylights out of you because you feel like, oh, you have to be like trained on how to contour. You don't. I'm going to go in with another brush because this is actually my favorite brush to contour. I'm going to go into my color, which is going to be a significantly darker brown, and I'm going to put this in places I have nothing on my skin. So this is bare skin up here. This is where I'm going to start with my contour, high on my forehead. Why am I starting here? Because I don't need a giant forehead. I don't know about you, but a lot of us don't love the size of our forehead. So I'm going to shadow it. I'm going to shade it. I'm going to darken it up here. So this kind of goes away. The size of the forehead kind of diminishes. And you see I've kind of gone up in a V, okay? So simple. I'll tell you the easiest way to figure out how to do this. Take your fingers at the highest points of your eyebrows, make a V. Everything on top of that gets contoured. Everything inside of it is left alone. Couldn't be simpler, right? And this is absolutely personal taste. If you want to keep going, this will just keep getting darker. If you want to keep it subtle and look just like you have a beautiful, healthy glow, that's what you can do, okay? And the contour colors are specific for your skin tone. When I color match you for the rest of your makeup, I will choose a contour color that works for you. So this is, I'm keeping it pretty subtle today, but now you can tell when I pull back, this is a little darker up here, and this is a little lighter, kept that light nice and bright in the middle. What about a cheekbone? Easiest thing in the world. We just take this right under our cheekbone very lightly. Could not be simpler. This also is personal taste. You can keep it up high if you want. You can put it right under your cheekbone if you want. But what this is going to do is give a little dimension to our face. It's going to make our faces look a little thinner. True story. And this again is personal taste. You can go as deep as you want in color. We want to keep it up kind of high. Don't bring it in too far because what we're doing is giving our face lift. So do you see how now the face is taking shape? Do you see that? I've got all this pretty warmth right in here. I'm not just a flat pancake anymore. And now here comes the blush, okay? Again, we're gonna put color on our face where it has been nothing yet. I didn't put anything on my cheeks, but now we're gonna put blush there. Remember, this all acts as foundation. It all gives coverage. So you don't have to put all the beige on first before you start putting these beautiful colors on top. So now I'm going to go into one of my blush colors. Yes, I'm going to choose that crazy bright pink because with the cream blushes, you get to choose how deep and intense you want the color. I like my blush kind of high on my cheekbone. Again, I'm 50. I'm trying to give my face some lift. So just a tiny bit is all you need. The more you put on, obviously, the darker the pigment's going to be. But I just want something really soft and pretty. And this is, again, personal taste. And all the colors we have are absolutely gorgeous. Maybe take a big fluffy brush and just smooth it out to make sure you didn't put too much. You know, pull back, adjust it as you go. Have fun with it. That's the best thing about this makeup is it's fun, okay? There. That's it. Now here's what's so amazing about what I just did. First of all, like I said, there's one layer on my face. I do not have anything on top of the other. What does that feel like? I'm going to tell you what that feels like. It feels like nothing is on my face. This makeup will move with my face all day long. It will not crease. It will not settle in any lines because I have so little of it on. And here's how you know when you've done it right. Once your makeup is done, I always tell my new girls, when they're getting used to this makeup and how little to put on, take your palms, do this all over your face. Would you ever do that normally after you put your makeup on? No. Is it safe to do with this? Yes. Nothing comes off and it feels like nothing. It doesn't feel sticky. Even though it's a cream makeup, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. If you feel sticky or tacky, you put too much on, okay? So this makeup will last all day. I will not have to touch it up. I will not have to reapply anything anywhere. The only thing I'll have to put more on maybe is lipstick later on in the day if I want to. And the beauty is as it wears, it gets better. As the makeup kind of melts into your skin and sits on your skin and gets warmed up, it actually looks better. I've worn this makeup exactly 24 hours. I took a trip to England, so I put it on before I left for the airport. 11-hour flight, which we know what airport and airplanes do to your skin, dries it all out, right? I didn't then go to bed till the next day, 24 hours later. I'm not kidding you when I say my makeup looked exactly like it did when I put it on, okay, in California, by the time I got to England and went to bed. So That's the difference of 3D makeup. It is such a revolutionary concept. There's nothing like it on the market. If you're someone who likes full face makeup, full glam, full coverage, you can get that too. If you're someone who is a minimalist, if you just want to look like you have beautiful skin and just want a gorgeous glow, this can be for you as well. We do have other products. We have bronzers, we have illuminators, which is that beautiful shine you can put high on your cheekbones if you want to add a little extra glow. But I'll be honest, because this is a cream makeup, it reflects light and your skin has a gorgeous, dewy, youthful finish, even without the extra glow. I'm not kidding you when I say, again, I'm 50 and my skin looks better than it did when I was 30. So I hope this helps. I hope that this has given you an idea of how really fantastic this product is, why we believe in it, why someone is sharing this video with you, whether it's me or a friend. And I hope this has given you the confidence to give it a try. If you're not in love with your makeup, if it's not fun to put on, and if you're not thrilled with the results when you're finished, it's time to let it go, because there's no reason to be in that place when there's a makeup here that is fun to put on and it's good every time. And the possibilities are kind of endless. So please reach out to me or your friend who gave you this video and ask more questions. I'd be happy to do that. I'd be happy to color match you, because what's really important is getting these colors right, which you can't do by just going to the website and choosing them. That's what I've done. I've color matched hundreds of women. I will give you your perfect colors, and this will be the last makeup you ever have to buy. Guys, thank you for watching.